the sweepstakes winner. I've been looking forward to... No! No!
Okay, can we get past all the... I need to do the intro. I need to do my intro. Can we just... Come on. Come on. They're not going to show it. There it goes.
Hey! Hey! I've been talking a long time. I sense movement. I need a new battery. Can you hear me? A new battery!
Hey there, friends. Splitty here. Welcome to a new playthrough. Return to Zork, the first one of the full motion to come out, but third in the chronological order. So that's how I'm playing it. Oh, this game. This game brings back so many memories. I played this one to death. And the thing moves slow, but that's okay. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and give it a little savey save, because we'll just go with in the valley. Because in this game, more unlike in the other two, you can actually die. You can mess with things. You have cameras. You can take pictures of stuff. You have a tele-orb. You have a knife. You have a recorder. And you have a map. Now, at the beginning of the game, you noticed that we were outside the White House, and it looked like we had won a sweepstakes. Well, the sweepstakes was a vacation to the Valley of the Vultures. Sounds fun, right? Yeah, it probably isn't. So, we are in Zork. We've returned to Zork. So let's get on with the game. Let's talk to the vulture. Doesn't seem like he's very talkative. I know. Let's try and stab it. We can throw the knife at the vulture. We can strike vulture with the knife. We can stab the vulture. We can show it. We can talk. We can examine the knife ourselves. Or we could stab it. Let's try and stab. The vulture attacks us and wounds us. That's okay. Let's try again. And again. Three pecks, and you're out. So we died. Great. I'm going to try and show as many deaths that I can think of. So we're back here in the mountain pass, and we have a sign that says, via the vultures, population 300, 200, 100, so they have 47. And there's a bonding plant. A living bonding plant, and we can pull it out, but we don't want to do this. There are actually ways in this game to make it to where you cannot win. You can make the game unwinnable. Let's look at this rock. A rock. Good for throwing at things. Well, I mean, let's pick up the rock. Well, hello, Mr. Vulture. I think I'm going to throw this at you. Get out of here. So the vulture flies away. And now we can look at the bonding plant. We can pull it out. We can look at it. We don't want to pull it out because we need to keep it alive. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up our knife. We can cut. We can still pull, or we can dig it up. We want to dig it up and put it in our inventory. Let's see exactly what we have in our inventory. We have a photo thing where there's some negatives here. And we can use the camera to take pictures of people, places, and things. And when you talk to people, you can show them the photos and you can get their reaction. See, we have a matches from Chuckles Comedy Club. We have a Tello Orb from IT and L Corp. We have the bonding plant. And we have a sharp knife from home. So we carried that from home. Why we're carrying a knife, I don't know. But let's go on. Ooh, a lighthouse. Pretty. Let's take a picture. Chink. Okay, yeah, I see it. Anything we can look at? Nope, just going to look over here.
Oh. I sense we're near the lighthouse. Ask that old fool how the road to the south is.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and save again. We'll just go ahead and save it over that one. So as we can see, if we look at our map, we have to go to West Shanbar. And we go through there, there's the road to the south. Well, why don't we just go to the road to the south? Rip. Nothing can live here. Not even you. You know what, game? You're mean. Let's not do that. Let's look at...
What's that? Who's there? Who are you? What's the password? I can't let you in without the password. And don't try swordfish. I know it's not that. I tried it myself. I couldn't get in. So I know it's not that. Well, we haven't had any visitors here since, I don't know how long. You must be another one of Rupert's sweepstakes winners, huh? Okay, what's the password? Did you say the password? I can't remember. I can't let you in without the password, so you must have already said it, huh?
Yes! I already said something about the password because I knew what it was. And he's the keeper, and we'll just take a quick picture. Yeah! And so we'll just go ahead and say, what's up? Hello?
It's a good thing you knew the password. It's not safe out there. Those buzzards will steal everything that's not nailed down. Sticky fingers. I'd say magnetic. The other day, one of them flew by and my shovel flew off after it. Down the road to the south, East and West Shanbar used to span the Northern River. But East Shanbar just up and disappeared, and West Shanbar just went south. Well, actually, it didn't just disappear. It sort of, gradually disappeared. First the inn, the general store, the Mudok's place. It's eerie. Even half the bridge is gone. The road to the south. Impassable. Absolutely impossible to pass. Impassable.
So when you talk to people, you can show like emotions, and their conversations can change. And in this game, conversation's actually kind of important. So for what he was talking about, East and West Shanbar used to be a thing, but then East Shanbar just kind of started disappearing, and then part of the bridge disappeared with it. No one knows where it went. So let's ask him about photos. He has nothing to say.
You look up there. Runs on illuminite. But you don't know what illuminite is? It glows brighter than swamp gas.
Illuminite glows brighter than swamp gas.
Not bad.
Let's see.
No, not more double negatives, pal.
No, not more double negatives. We can ask about the map. He'll sometimes people say the same thing.
You look up there.
See?
Runs on illuminite. But you don't know what illuminite is? It glows brighter than swamp gas.
Don't really think we have anything else to say. Or we could ask about the inventory. Let's see if he has anything to say.
I've seen him before. Come with that phony timeshare swindler, huh? Thank you. I never smoke.
Thank you. I never smoke. So let's go ahead and see what's up here. There's a railing. We can't do anything with that right now. And there's a tree, which we also can't do anything with. Good to know. Alright. So I think that's all we needed to know here.
Come back anytime. Let me know if you find any extra illuminite. I could use it.
That old bore. Oh, that reminds me. Did you hear the one about the about the appetite of the wild boar in the forest of the spirit?
Well, that's not good. Our friend just sort of disappeared. What do we have back here? We have wood planks. Let's take a look at them. Or well, we can just put them in our inventory. They're too heavy. We have vines. The vines prove resistant to pulling. Let's look at them. Strong climbing vines. Put them in our inventory. So we need to get the vines. Just take our knife. We can cut, pull out vines, or dig vines. You can see where this is going, right? Using with the wood planks. And build a raft. And let's see. I can't remember if there's a way to die doing this. So let's save. And take the raft. I don't think there is, no. The raft drifts away after you jump onto the bridge. So as you can see, our little crystal orb was starting to run dead, and we need to find a battery. He told us we need to find a battery, so that's the bridge. Now I know we can do this, if I remember correctly. Save. Why does this game have to be so mean to me? Did you have to try to cross the bridge? Oh, that's not nice. We can go down there. We'll do that later. Let's go ahead and go and examine a couple places. Let's go to this far left one. So we have a door. It's the gift shop. And no one's answering. Let's see. No, don't want to throw it. Oh, I didn't show. Oh, there was something I should have showed you. I didn't. Boo. I can show you here pretty soon. Let's go over here. It used to be Shanbar Hardware. There's mice. Hey. Oh, we can. Ew. And we have mice, and there's a box. We can put the mice into the box, which is actually a good idea. The diseased mice you put in the box. Yeah, they're diseased. We'll put the box in our inventory, because if you don't put them in the box, they will actually kill you. And there's an old crank handle. I believe that was everything. So let's go ahead and take a snippy snap. Oh, nothing photogenic here. Yeah, if you can't take a picture or something, it'll tell you. So we've went to 2 of the 3 or 2 of the 4 places here. Let's go to the left. To the town hall. And I don't know why it does that every once in a while. There's nothing photogenic there either. Well, let's go inside.
Well, a new constituent. I'm the mayor of Shambar. Glad to meet you. I hope you're registered to vote.
Don't wink at me. Ever again. So let's go ahead and see if there's anything photo here. There is. Let's talk to our friend.
If you just came to look, go over there and look in the files. They're open to everybody. You might learn something. I used to have less time on my hands when the town was bigger. I'm still needed. The Lighthouse keeper and I have worked out an anti-vulture warning system. Can't seem to get it to work yet, though.
So they were working out an anti-vulture warning system. Let's ask about our inventory.
Isn't that one of those devices that Modoc, Canuck, Rupert, and Trimbile were trying to market?
Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Let's ask about Matt.
That is our keeper of the flame. The brave soul who lives all alone, keeping an eye peeled for vultures. He's a trifle long-winded. The only way to get his attention is to put something right in front of his face. It's a shame about the infrastructure of the valley. Ever since that, things started going downhill. Travel has become very precarious. Well, it's easy to get a little paranoid around here. Vultures carrying people off, half the town disappearing. Blues, weird dreams.
So let's go ahead and save it here. Because I can show you something we may be able to do. In this game, you can stab people. And you can kill them. Yes, you can kill people, but not without some sort of punishment. The path to victory is now blocked.
We seem to be working at cross purposes. I must relieve you of your belongings until you learn.
And he's not joking either. He gets rid of all your items. To a point where you technically can't win the game. So, let's load back up to where we didn't kill Mr. Mayor. And,
Pretty good likeness, don't you think?
so that's the mayor. There's really not much we can do here yet. We can zoom in on the files. And we can read about a lot of things. West Shambar Times. You have to actually read a lot of this stuff in order to finish something that happens a little bit later. West Shambar Times, Wansday Jelly, 1645. Mayor and Lighthouse Keeper announced plans for new anti-vulture warning system. The mayor announced a press conference held on the steps of City Hall. And then there's Rebecca Snoot, graduates sui cum laude. Miss Mavis Pease stood at attention while her star pupil, Rebecca Snoot, received her diploma. Rebecca plans to continue her anthropology studies and write books. Her father, Obadiah Snoot IV, noted collector and farmer, looked on proudly. And then Snoot's Farm, fresh veggies, always the best vegetables, special giant carrots by the bushel or the bag, and that actually comes into play later in the game. I have an itchy ear. Agnes Pugney wins an All-Valley Cattle Roundup Best of Show. And then Ben Fish and Boat Dock featured all new power boats for commercial or day sailors all year round. These are all people that you will actually end up meeting in the game. Booze Miller of West Shambar drove his pickup truck into the river for the 10th time. When questioned at the scene, Miller replied, "I was pressing on the brake, but a bottle must have got wedged between the pedal and the floorboard." Upon hearing of Boo's latest accident, the mayor remarked, "We've already revoked his license. Now we need to revoke. Now what we need to revoke are his keys." And that's the end of that one. How do I exit? I need to exit. Oh. These are all sorts of stuff that you can learn. There's plants, which we actually learn about the bonding plant. Among the rarest and high-altitude plants is the bonding plant, found in the mountain passes around the Valley of the Sparrows. This plant is often found near signs. While scientific research has never verified its relationship to humans, it is widely believed that this plant creates an emotional bond with anyone who finds and removes one. While good mental health won't invigorate a bonding plant, this plant seems to wilt and eventually die when its master becomes sad or depressed. And you need to know that. It has also been said that a wilting and dying plant can sadden its master prematurely. Most remarkable of all is that the bond between these plants and their masters is not limited by physical barriers. Cases have been recorded where a plant has wilted and died from a saddened master in another continent. This plant is considered a perennial, as it will grow anew at just about any time of the year. Once bonded with a human master, it will never sprout again in the same spot as long as it continues to exist, dead or alive. So that's the bonding plant that we had found. Let's see, what's a good one? We got some gazpacho. You need medium tomatoes stuff. It's actually, gazpacho's actually kind of gross. Ugh. Let's see. There's actually a lot of stuff in here you need to know. The Great Diffusion. This event, called the end of the Second Age of Magic in 1247 GUE, all magic and magical devices, whether mechanical or enchanted, were dispersed into the atmosphere with the hope that evil magic would be vanquished forever. Most wizards and mages lost their powers in the process. Evil Zork. Zork, the Return of Evil, is the companion book to The Rise and Fall of Zork, edited by Mavis Peepers. Zork, the Return of Evil by Rebecca Snoot will be available soon in the neighborhood bookstores for a mere 2 Zorkmids. Forbozica, it's an encyclopedia for Bozica that will... yeah. The Guardian, which was the guy that took our stuff. A mysterious figure semi-shrouded in secrecy, whose purpose is to keep Zorkian citizens and visitors honest and upright, and to punish the fallible and fling their belongings to the four winds whenever appropriate. Guess but Yar. Sailing term, archaic, seaworthy, easy to handle, responsive, writes to the wind easily. Yar. We have the Muses. Sculpture garden built around 966 GUE as a shrine to the 6 ancient muses of the arts. Eoj, Mit, Siri, Mick, Celarak, and Exela, which, if you read them backwards, are actually names. You have Joe, Tim, Eric, Kim. Actually, I think that's supposed to be Rachel something. That's not. That one's actually kind of weird. And Alex. Liz. I don't know what that one's supposed to be. Although it is not known which muses are associated with what art, many believe that the following odd verse is somehow germane. Bog down not with your staff, but return to throw. Least the vessel of sight, miss your boxing helmet, add your brilliant defense to hit you in the orb kicker. The seventh kneeling figure is not believed to be one of the original muses, and is simply known as Lib, the catcher. You actually need to know this for later. That actually comes into play. The long life spell. You need to know. Let's see. Spell cast to ensure long life. Duration unknown. This spell was cast by the mage Canuck and the wizard Trembile before the Great Diffusion, to ensure that both would have enough time to recover the powers they lost due to their participation in the Great Diffusion of 1247. And toasting. Toasting etiquette. Excerpted from a treatise by Booze Miller. The traditional Shambar ritual toast consists of 4 steps. Here's to us. Who's like us? Damn few, and they're all dead. Before each sentence of the Shambar toast, the host offers the guest a glass of some drink. For example, rye, wine, etc., but not illuminated. The guest then suggests a toast. The host recites the next sentence in the toast and raises his glass. The guest drinks first while the host waits. Finally, the host drinks his glass and begins the next step by offering another drink. The first 2 or 3 steps of this intricate drinking ritual with our highly potential local rye is enough to make you drunk. Getting past the 3rd step is the key. Remember, don't drink and drive. And you actually need to know that. There's a dwarven sword. Dwarven Sword of Zork. This legendary weapon was last known to be in the possession of Mordecai Mudok. After being passed down from generations of simple peasants and adventurers, it is said to have been blessed in every generation by the holy women of Belnair. When in good repair, this fabled sword glows blue in the presence of danger, regardless of its condition. The sword is unbreakable. The dwarven miners now claim this sword as their own, even though it was formerly owned by elves. Which, in Grand Inquisitor, we had a sword just like that. Crazy! What's in the top drawer? You know, we've got a lot more to read, which we can do next time, friends, on Return to Zork. We got a lot of reading to do, but then after that, it's pretty much just smooth sailing from there. Well, this adventure's underway. What's going to happen, and what are we supposed to actually be doing? Good question. We may find out. Or we may not. Who knows? Until next time, friends, you all take care. And of course, oh yeah, have a good one.